Thank God for a brand new day. Happy Tuesday. I pray that all of you are doing well on this beautiful, blessed Tuesday. Thank God for another day. How are you all doing today? I'm actually getting my breakfast together, so I just thought I would, do a live while I'm getting my breakfast together. Happy Thursday, you guys. Last day of the month, because tomorrow is May the 1st. Like, thank God for keeping us throughout this year so far. This year is almost halfway over, you guys. Like, literally almost halfway over. This year is not playing. This year is not playing at all, for sure. So today's breakfast is rice cakes. I'm doing rice cakes this morning. I'm having rice cakes for my breakfast this morning. So these are the apple cinnamon rice cakes. So if you guys are looking for like healthy breakfasts, I would definitely recommend rice cakes. It is such a healthy breakfast. So I'm going to do that before I head out to the rec center today to get my 3 miles in. I might do more than that, but at least 3 miles, I go twice a week. But starting in May, Lord's willing, I'm going to try to go 3 times a week. So, yeah, take advantage of this season. For those that are new to my channel, I've been unemployed since February 18th of last year. So, I'm coming up on 15 months. Once the mid-May gets here, it'll be about 15 months. So, yeah, I just thank God for this season where I'm not tied down to a 9 to 5. I'm not tied down to a job. I can pretty much set my own schedule because I'm unemployed, and I just thank God for that, I thank God for productivity. Even though I don't have a job, I'm still productive, I get up, start my day with the Lord, then I go ahead and do my breakfast, most times just depends on the day. And then I head to the rec center if it's a Tuesday or Thursday. I normally try to go to the rec center on Tuesdays or Thursdays. So yeah, but last week I went Tuesday and Wednesday, but I try to at least go twice a week. But starting in May, Lord's willing, I'm gonna try to do 3 days a week. Like once we get to like mid-May, I'm gonna try to do 3 days a week. So yeah, I pray that you guys are well. It's very important that we move our body right and that we exercise and take care of the temple that the Lord has given us. We want to make sure that we're stewarding it well. And just doing the best that we can. Not perfect, right? But doing the best that we can. Moving our body, exercising, and also eating well, And to me, eating healthy doesn't have to be like perfect. Like eating healthy doesn't have to look like salads, salad every single day. Eating healthy does not have to look like that, So yeah. But to me, eating healthy is just more of just having a balance with our foods. Not saying that we can't have this or we can't have that. I don't believe eating healthy is restriction. For me, I don't call the way I eat a diet because I'm not on a diet. This is literally a lifestyle for me, So I wouldn't call this a diet. I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm just trying to take care of my temple, the best way that I can. This is peanut butter for those that are wondering. 1 serving of peanut butter is 2 tablespoons. I have my tablespoon measure in here. So yeah, eating healthy doesn't have to look like salads. It doesn't have to look like restriction, right? But to look like a balance, having a balance, making sure that we're having a balanced meal, just like on this past Monday, I did a mini frozen pizza and I had broccoli with it, so we know pizza's not healthy, right? And pizza is not something I eat all the time, but pizza is something that I enjoy. So moderation, but even though I had pizza, I still balanced it out by adding broccoli. So that's what I mean by having a balanced, balanced meal, balanced lifestyle, So yeah, but for those that are wondering, again, I'm doing rice cakes. I'm doing rice cakes with peanut butter. And so this will give me 11 grams of protein. And I just thank God that it doesn't take much for me to be content. Like I don't have to have this big old meal to be content, right? So I just thank God for that. Normally breakfast is not big. Normally for breakfast, I'm doing like rice cakes and peanut butter, Greek yogurt and graham crackers. I've even done peanut butter banana toast, peanut butter banana rice cakes. Also, I do eggs every now and then. I may do like eggs and sausage, or once a week, I'll treat myself to a fun breakfast, which is normally on Saturday. I'll treat myself to waffles, a fun breakfast, either waffles, French toast, something like that, something fun. And then I'll add either eggs or turkey sausage or something like that. I used to eat the pork sausage, but I switched off, and so I eat the turkey sausages, which are way healthier. Pork sausages are just full of grease, and they're just really not good for us. But to each his own. If you eat pork sausages, I'm not judging. This is just how I eat. So yeah. So I just pray that you guys are well. Let's see. Hey, gospel producer, happy Thursday. I pray that you're doing well. Happy Thursday to all those that are joining. I pray that all of you are well. I thought I would do it live while I'm getting my breakfast going, for sure. Let's see. My pork sausage tastes way better than turkey. You're right, it does. It's just not healthy. Like when I used to do pork sausage, they used to be so greasy, and that's after draining them. After using paper towels to drain the grease, they still would be full of grease. And so I just wasn't going to continue to just put that in my body, right? I just wasn't going to continue to put that in my body. So I went on and switched over to turkey sausage for sure. But yeah, like you said, moderation is key. But for me, I'm just not doing pork sausages, because to me, it's just too much grease, and too much grease is really not good for us. A lot of fried foods, a lot of greasy foods, it's not good for us. And I was eating the sausages quite often. So for me, it wouldn't have been moderation, because I was eating them quite often. So it was best for me to just switch over to the turkey sausage for sure. Let's see. Hi, hey, I'm Hannah. Hi. Happy Thursday. I pray you're well. I'm glad you're doing well, gospel music producer. I'm doing well too. Just grateful to be here. This live is not going to be very long. I just thought I would just hop on here and do a short live while I'm getting my breakfast going. So this is breakfast. I may do a live for lunch as well. Maybe I'll come back for lunch and do another short live like this while I'm getting my lunch together. So we'll see. Trying to be consistent on here. Let's see. Yes, that's what I think I was just saying that. To each his own. I think I was just saying that. Something like that. Let's see. Turkey is just bland to me unless it's for Thanksgiving. Oh yeah, turkey for Thanksgiving. Normally turkey for Thanksgiving, you do like gravy. I like to have gravy with mine. So yeah, really good. But yeah, turkey sausage is kind of dry. So what I do is I'll have light syrup, which just means like less sugar. And I think it means less other stuff as well. But I know for sure it's less sugar. And so light syrup, the one I like to get has like 5 grams of sugar per 2 tablespoons, which is not bad. Versus the other light syrup has like 12 grams of sugar per 2 tablespoons, which is not bad. I'll get either one. But the regular syrup, I think it's like over 20 grams per 2 tablespoons. And some even has more than that. So I do the light syrup. So I'll just get a serving, either a serving or half a serving, and I'll dip my turkey sausages in there, and that'll help with the dryness. That will help with the dryness, or, making sure that it's not like bland or whatnot. So yeah, that will definitely help. So yeah. So there's ways, there's ways for it to still be good, for sure. LOL, Mike, LOL. You said, fun fact, turkeys are so dumb that they can drown looking up during a rainstorm. LOL. Humor is good. Thanks for your support, gospel music producer. So yeah, I'm getting ready to do my breakfast. I'm getting my breakfast going. And then after this, I'm going to the rec center in a little bit, let my food settle or whatever. And then I'm going to head to the rec and get my 3 miles, at least 3 miles. I went Tuesday and I did 3.3 miles. But my goal is 3 miles. But if it's over, that's fine. But at least 3 miles for sure. And so, yeah, this is the peanut butter I like to use. I used to use a different kind, but I switched over a long time ago. This gives you 8 grams of protein per serving. That's pretty good. It only has a few ingredients, so yeah. The calories is high on peanut butter though. 200 calories of peanut butter just for 200 calories just for 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. That's wild to me. Like literally just peanut butter has all those calories. That's so crazy. And it has no trans fat, no cholesterol. It only has 7 grams of carbs. It only has 3 grams of sugar. That's nothing. And then it has 2 grams of fiber, which is good. It has potassium. And it only has 3.5 grams of saturated fat, which is not bad at all. So yeah, not bad at all. So yeah, especially if you're only doing 1 serving, because that fat can add up. If you're doing like 3 or 4 servings, it can add up quick. But if you're just doing 2 tablespoons, which this is a 2 tablespoon measurement, I also have a 1 tablespoon measurement as well. So yeah, for sure. Hold on 1 second. So peanut butter is kind of messy though. It is kind of messy for sure. So one thing I like to do, I don't like to just put my tablespoon in the sink with all this peanut butter. So I'll just like wipe it down. Yeah, because peanut butter is messy for sure. So I'll just wipe this down before I put it in the sink or whatever. So this will give me 11 grams of protein, and this is 349 calories. So that's not bad just for peanut butter rice cakes. That's not bad at all. If I had bananas here, I would chop bananas up, and that would probably give me an extra 100 calories, but it's all good. Normally, I only burn probably like maybe 200 calories when I'm at the rec, so I don't burn my whole breakfast. I heard if you burn all the calories you ate, I heard something about it, like if you burn off more than what you ate, something. I can't remember what the person said, but it was something. I don't think it was good though. So yeah. So yeah, I like to just wipe this down, get that peanut butter off, see? So that way I can just put it in the sink, and I'll just have to I'm gonna still of course wash it with soap and water, but I don't like to just throw it in the sink when it's like full of peanut butter. Yep. So yeah. And then I'm gonna have me a water bottle. I got me a water. Every now and then I do like to have like an orange juice. But that's when I'm doing like waffles, eggs, or French toast. Breakfast like that, which I save that breakfast for on Saturdays. So yeah, sticking to my meal plan. Today's meal plan is rice cakes and peanut butter as far as my breakfast. So I'm sticking to that. All right, you all, my breakfast is done. And yes, for sure. Gospel producer said I got to start eating healthier. Yes, and it's just, baby steps. Like, I thank God for growth because I didn't always used to eat like the way I used to eat. Like, I don't eat the healthiest. Like, I wouldn't say I'm perfect, but it's definitely way better than the way I used to eat. Because the way I used to eat years ago, I didn't care. I was not counting nothing. Like, I didn't care. I was eating whatever. I was eating a lot of ramen noodles, a lot of chef boyardee, stuff that has a whole lot of sodium, which is really not good because too much sodium can cause high blood pressure, other issues like that, right? So I just thank God for helping me to be mindful and just helping me to just steward my temple, way better for sure. All right, you guys, I'm getting ready to eat. I'm going to show you guys my breakfast. Let's see if I can turn this over. All right, you guys, so here we are. 3 rice cakes with peanut butter. This is 11 grams of protein, 349 calories. So I'm getting ready to eat, and I just pray that you guys just enjoy the rest of your day. And Lord's will, and I'll be back on here later. God bless all of you.